If you are listening to this right now, you may feel tired in a way you cannot explain. You may feel distant from the person you used to be. You may feel like something inside you has gone quiet or missing. And maybe the hardest part is not even the pain. It is the confusion. How did I get here? Why do I feel like this? Will I ever feel like myself again? If that is you, you are not alone in this moment. And nothing about your experience makes you weak. Sometimes depression doesn't just bring sadness. It brings disconnection. You may look in the mirror and feel unfamiliar. You may lose interest in things that once defined you. You may feel like your emotions are muted or scattered. It can feel like your mind is not fully yours. But what is happening is not identity loss. It is emotional overload. Your mind is protecting itself in the only way it knows how, by shutting down intensity. Depression is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet. It shows up as delayed thinking, emotional numbness, low motivation, feeling far away from life, losing joy in familiar things. And because it is invisible, people may not understand it. But what you feel is real, even if no one sees it. There is a painful moment many people go through. You remember who you used to be, but you cannot access that version of you anymore. And you start to wonder, did I lose myself permanently? No, you are not gone. You are overwhelmed, and overwhelmed systems always feel disconnected. Even if you feel distant, even if you feel numb, even if you feel empty, you are still in there. Not gone, not broken beyond repair, just buried under emotional weight. And anything buried can be uncovered again. When people suffer emotionally, they often try to escape themselves. But healing begins differently. It begins with presence, not forcing happiness, not forcing motivation, just staying with yourself without judgment. Even for a moment, try this slowly. Notice where you are sitting. Notice the weight of your body. Notice the air touching your skin. You are here, not in your worst memory, not in your future fear. Here, this moment is safe enough to exist in. One of the biggest struggles in depression is fighting thoughts like, I should be better. I shouldn't feel this way. I'm failing at life. But fighting your mind creates more exhaustion. Instead, try this shift. I am having a difficult moment. I am experiencing heavy thoughts. This does not define me. You are not your mental weather. You are the sky it moves through. Healing is not dramatic. It is small. Drinking water, opening a window, sitting outside for 2 minutes, washing your face, eating something simple. These are not too small. They are recovery signals. A common misunderstanding is, I need motivation to act. But in emotional healing, it often works the other way. Action creates motivation. Even tiny action, even imperfect action, even slow action. Depression creates a distorted narrative. You are lazy. You are failing. You are stuck. You are not enough. But those are symptoms talking, not truth. You do not become yourself again in one moment. You rebuild identity in layers, one habit, one conversation, one decision, one small win. Bit by bit, your sense of self returns, not as the old version, but as a stronger, more aware version. Human connection is not optional in healing. Even small connection helps. A message to someone safe. Sitting near people. Talking briefly to someone you trust. Isolation makes depression louder. Connection makes it softer. Even if you cannot feel it now, there will be moments where you laugh without forcing it. Music feels alive again. Food tastes better. Breathing feels easier. They may come slowly, but they will come. If one day you forget everything in this script, remember this. You are not stuck. You are not finished. You are not beyond healing. You are in a difficult chapter, not the end of your story. And even now, in the middle of everything, you are still here, and that means something is still fighting for you. If you've made it to this point, there is something important you should recognize, not as a motivational phrase, but as a quiet truth. You are still here, even if you feel tired, even if you feel disconnected, Even if you don't fully believe things can change yet, you are still here. And sometimes, that is the only real proof needed that something inside you has not given up, even if everything feels heavy. There may be days when your thoughts convince you that you are falling behind in life. Days when you feel like everyone else is moving forward while you are standing still. Days when even simple things feel like too much, and you wonder how others make life look so easy. But what you don't always see is this: many people are struggling quietly. Many people are carrying weight they don't talk about. And many people are also trying, failing, restarting, and continuing, just like you. You are not outside of human experience. You are inside it, right in the middle of it. There is a kind of exhaustion that sleep does not fix. A heaviness that rest alone does not remove. A silence inside that words sometimes cannot reach. And if that is what you are feeling, then understand this clearly. You are not broken for feeling that way. You are responding to something real, something emotional, psychological, and deeply human. And anything human can be understood. Anything human can be supported. Anything human can change over time, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. There may be moments where you look at your life and only see what feels unfinished. Things you didn't achieve, paths you didn't take, versions of yourself you feel you lost along the way. But healing is not about returning to who you were. It is about slowly becoming someone who can breathe again. Someone who can feel again. Someone who can live without constant emotional weight pressing down on them. And that version of you is not as far away as your mind tries to tell you. Even if it is not visible yet, it is forming in small ways. Every time you choose to keep going. Every time you rest instead of giving up. Every time you listen instead of shutting down completely. Every time you stay, even when leaving feels easier. Those moments matter more than you realize. There will be days when progress feels invisible. When you feel like nothing is changing. When you question whether any of this effort is worth it. But healing is often quiet before it becomes visible. Like roots growing under the ground before a plant ever breaks through the soil. What looks like nothing happening is often where the deepest rebuilding is taking place. So even on the days when you feel stuck, something inside you is still working. Still adjusting, still trying to find balance again. And on the days when your mind gets loud again, when it tells you harsh things about yourself, your future, or your worth, try not to treat those thoughts as final truths. They are mental events, not life sentences. They are temporary patterns, not permanent definitions of who you are. You are not your lowest thoughts. You are not your hardest moments. You are not the voice of your pain. You are the one experiencing all of it. And the one who is experiencing can also heal from it. If you are waiting for a moment where everything suddenly becomes easy before you allow yourself hope, you may be waiting longer than you need to. Hope does not always arrive as certainty. Sometimes hope is just a small willingness. I will try again tomorrow. I will take one more step. I will stay open to the possibility that things can change. Even if that belief is fragile. Even if it is barely there. That is still hope. There is something deeply important you should never forget. You do not need to earn your right to rest. You do not need to prove your pain is valid. You do not need to be productive to deserve compassion. And you do not need to be strong every day to deserve support. You are allowed to be human. Fully, imperfectly, honestly. And if no one has told you this in a way that truly lands yet, then let this be that moment. You are not a burden for struggling. You are not weak for feeling overwhelmed. You are not behind in some invisible race. And you are not beyond help. You are someone going through something difficult, and still continuing. That continuation matters more than you can measure right now. There may still be nights where your thoughts feel heavy. Mornings where getting up feels impossible. Moments where you feel like you are starting over again. But even then, you are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience. From endurance. From survival. From everything you have already made it through. And that is not nothing. That is evidence of strength, even if it does not feel like strength. So as this message comes to a close, there is no demand for change. No pressure to suddenly feel better. No expectation to fix everything today. Only this gentle reminder: stay. Stay a little longer than the thought that tells you to give up. Stay one more moment than the feeling that says nothing will change. Stay long enough to give life another chance to surprise you. Because even if you cannot see it now, your story is not finished. Not even close. And somewhere ahead, quietly, patiently, without urgency, there are moments waiting for you that you cannot yet imagine. Moments where your breath feels lighter. Where your mind feels calmer. Where life feels less like survival and more like living again. And you deserve those moments. Not because you earned them, but because you are here. And being here is enough to keep going. Before this moment ends, there is something important to understand, not as pressure, not as obligation, but as possibility. Nothing in your life changes in one giant leap. It changes in what you choose next. Not tomorrow, not someday, not when everything feels perfect. Now, in small, imperfect, human steps. If you are listening to this and something inside you feels even slightly stirred, even if it is just curiosity, even if it is just exhaustion, even if it is just, maybe I should try, then don't ignore that moment. That small voice is important. It is not loud, it is not dramatic, but it is real, and it is often where change begins. So here is your call to action, not as pressure, but as guidance for survival, recovery, and rebuilding. Not your whole life. Not your whole routine, not your entire future. Just one thing. Drink a glass of water. Stand up and stretch your body. Open a window and let air in. Step outside for 2 minutes. Wash your face. Sit somewhere different. It may feel too simple. It may feel meaningless, but your nervous system does not rebuild through big moments. It rebuilds through small signals of safety. And every small action tells your mind, I am still here. I am still trying. Depression grows stronger in isolation. So your next step does not have to be a deep conversation. It can be small. Send a simple, hey, to someone. Reply to one message. Sit near someone in your home. Join a space where people are present. You don't need perfect words. You just need connection. Even the smallest connection is a crack in isolation, and through that crack, healing begins to enter. Your mind may say, you're not doing enough. You're too behind. You should be better by now. But you do not need to argue with every thought. Instead, practice this shift. I hear that thought, but I am still moving forward anyway. You are not required to obey every mental instruction your pain produces. You are allowed to choose differently. Even slowly, even shakily, even imperfectly. You do not need a breakthrough today. You need repetition. One small habit. One repeated action. One gentle routine. Even if it is just waking up and drinking water, brushing your teeth once a day, sitting in light for a few minutes. These things may feel small, but they are how stability is rebuilt. Not through intensity, through consistency. You are not supposed to have everything figured out right now. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not disqualified from life. You are in progress, and being in progress means you are still forming, still learning, still unfolding, still becoming. There is no shame in that. There is only life happening. There will be days where you feel stronger, and days where you feel like everything collapsed again. Both are part of the same journey. Do not let one hard day erase your progress, and do not let one good day convince you the struggle is over. Healing is uneven, but uneven movement is still movement. This is something most people forget. You have already survived every difficult day you thought would break you. Every moment you thought you wouldn't get through, you did. Even if barely, even if slowly, even if quietly. That is not weakness. That is endurance. And endurance means you are capable of continuing. So here is your challenge, not to be perfect, not to be fixed, not to be healed overnight. But simply this: don't end this day the exact same way you started it. Make one small shift. Move your body. Drink water. Speak to someone. Step into light. Write one sentence. Breathe intentionally for 60 seconds. Something small, something real, something that says, I am still participating in my own life. And if all you manage today is to stay alive, to keep listening, to keep breathing, that is still enough to count as progress. Because staying is part of healing too. You do not need to become a different person to begin again. You only need to take one small step in the direction of yourself. And then another, and then another, and slowly, without pressure, without rush, without perfection, you come back to life. One moment at a time.